Imagine that you're in your little boat and the sea is the ocean. It's and sometimes don't laugh, stop it. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is my teenager sister, which I asked to collaborate with. So today we're just going to talk about my experience and their questions. So if you're a teenager, or even if you're not a teenager, I think this could help you, because I believe that the steps we're going to talk about, we should all do this regardless of our age. It's really much healthier to start earlier. That's why I was addressing this to teenagers. But I think if we haven't dealt with our issues, regardless of our age, we are still teenagers somewhere inside. So I think this is going to help you as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Like there's no need for so much drama. Like, calm down. I think I would also tell myself, like, basically it seems not only that when you're a teenager as a girl, you're chasing attention. I think I would have told myself to stop focusing on the wrong things. I would definitely tell myself, focus on building yourself as a person, focus on yourself, on your wealth and the way you look, and be healthy, and don't smoke and don't take for granted the fact that you can stay awake for days and you can drink so much because you're young and you're healing so fast. And especially if you're a girl, you really need to take care of yourself, because even though it feels that you don't have pain and you don't get tired now and all that stuff, and you have so much energy, spending all that energy on losing nights and drinking or going out with your friends and your peers, that's basically just de-investing in yourself. Spend your time writing and find out who you are. So basically write your own book, like building yourself up so you will be able to relate as healthy as possible in the future in your relationship. So I think that's what I would have liked to tell myself. Exactly, I think that is the question when you're a teenager. I believe we're all like infinite energy, if you will. I think we all come from the same source. We are all light and we come from the same source, and we are happen for some reason to be born in these bodies, and we're starting to identify with the persona that our parents are building for us from when we were children, and then the school, and then later on our friends. And so we have this false idea that we are this persona that we call our name. We're never gonna find out who we are as long as we are living in this human body, but I think we can find out who you want to be. Who would you like to be, exactly? So I think we are all born with a set of expectations and talents and gifts. The problem is when we focus on what we are not good at. So when we're starting to focus on how rubbish we are at something, we just waste our time away. So basically find out what you're good at. What would you like to do? What you perhaps you're really good with words, or you're really good with your body. You have body intelligence, perhaps you have emotional intelligence, perhaps you're good at painting. Whatever you're good at, find out that and then get better at it, and then find out how could you make use of your talents, like, in the world. So in the meantime, you have to do things that you don't like as well, like getting a job that you hate, or you have to do whatever you have to do in order to fuel this talent that you have and this passion that burns, within you. So spend time with yourself, turn off your phone and your TV, Netflix, whatever you have, any kind of distractions. Stay in your bed or whatever you like, your corner, and just listen to your thoughts. What are you thinking in that moment? You're gonna think things that are bad, and you're gonna think things that are good or just boring. And then you're gonna find out. You're gonna be surprised, like, oh my God, I can't believe I just thought about that. You might be nasty or naughty or ugly or nice, or it could be anything. And yeah, just start to document. Imagine you have to find out about yourself. This is your homework, and you have to find out who this person is. Do not suppress the bad thoughts. I would say those are the most important thoughts.
The bad ones.
Yes. Could you think why?
Because it helps you learn more about yourself and what you could do.
Well, I guess I think you could do them, but you're not going to do them unless you're deranged mentally. But it's really important to write the worst thoughts because no one is encouraging us to do that. We live in a society where they say, you need to be a good person. And like, okay, thank you. What does that mean? Ask yourself questions. That's it. Just write as stupid stuff as much as you like. Basically, imagine you're your best friend. You know, when your best friend is calling you, you never say, no, I'm not, I don't have time for you. But we do that to ourselves. How about you're your best friend and you need at least half an hour a day to talk to each other? Like basically, how was your day? What bothers you? You have any pain? Basically ask yourself the same questions you ask a friend when you think they're ignored or rejected. Do not reject and ignore yourself. And yeah, see what you're gonna come up with. I love these teenagers, they're more aware, so that was so good. Well, I've learned about myself more. I've learned about my flaws, and I've learned how many lies we're being told, you know, about money and wealth and jobs and spirituality and health and our body. And I've also learned that my life is because of myself, basically. Wherever I am today, it's not because my mom or my dad or the society or my teachers or you.
Yes.
Whatever I am today is because of my choices. So yes, you know, maybe I got the influence because I was naive and all that stuff, but ultimately, even though you're a teenager and even though you're naive and you don't know much, you're still responsible for your own choices. I've also learned that the system we're living in and we are born in is crushing us down. So we're born so full of everything and energy and health, and we want to do so many stuff. And I think every year, bit by bit, society and our parents are just diminishing our potential or our belief in our potential. And not because, at least for our families, not because they want to do that. Hopefully they don't want to do that with us as a family, but they don't know better, and we foolishly believe everything they say because they're our family. And I've also learned that your family and people, often they are projecting their fears onto you. Don't take people so seriously. Listen to them. I think every person has their bit of wisdom. Listen to their experience of life. Listen to everyone if you can, and then decide for yourself. You don't have to do what they say. You have to decide for yourself. You have to take in as much information as you can and then decide it and think for yourself. So I think that's one thing I've learned.
Because I think when we're teenagers, we have this fear of failing. That's one of our biggest fears.
Yep, I think everyone feels that. Everyone's afraid of failing. That's why no one does jack. And myself included. We all do that. Define failing. What do you think is failing?
When you want to achieve something and you don't, and you tried but still didn't.
What stops you trying again?
Nothing. Maybe the fear of failing again.
Isn't it weird that we didn't know anything. We didn't know how to walk, but we were never afraid of falling. No one was born knowing anything, as far as we know, at least human shape form. That's really interesting. When this fear started of failure, the universe is imperfect, so you cannot have light without darkness, and it's the same with success. As far as our brain can think on this planet, you cannot succeed without failing. It's exactly like black and white. You can't see black if you don't have white on top. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
And think about yourself on a deathbed. Because as humans, we're so much driven by our instincts and we do not think ahead. So think about yourself. Okay, I'm 70, 80-year-old, I'm on my deathbed, I'm dying, right? What would my future self think? Would she think I'm glad I didn't try because I was scared that I'm gonna fail? The truth is you're gonna fail. So if you're gonna start doing something new and you think I'm not gonna fail, it's stupid. Take that out of your mind. No. Obviously you're gonna start something that you never tried before. You're in a room and you're closed in a big room and you're not gonna be scared of trying something. The problem comes when someone sees you. So I think we're not scared of failing, we're scared of being judged. They're gonna laugh at me. And that's a normal response psychologically. We have to care what our group thinks about us, because thousands and hundreds of thousands of years ago, if your group wouldn't accept you, you would die. So it's kind of built in. But now it's not that difficult to find a group. If your group doesn't approve of you because you want to start and climb trees or whatever you want to do, and your group laughs at you, I think you're in the wrong group. Go on and do it. You're gonna fail a couple of times, a few times. Perhaps you're gonna see that's not for you and you don't like it, and that's fine. You're gonna try something else, but you need to get going and you need to try and do stuff. And don't take it as a religion, you know. Oh, I'm gonna start painting. Oh my god, and if I don't start painting and I don't keep going with studying painting, I'm a loser. No, you're not a loser. Start and do 50 things and see which one you like and focus on that and see what you're good at, you know. But you need to try and do stuff, otherwise you're not gonna find out. Okay, one more and that's it.
Okay. Why should I leave if I'm unhappy?
What?
Why should I leave?
Why should I leave if I'm unhappy?
Yes.
Leave where?
Leave. Exist. Leave.
Oh, live.
Yes.